My name is Oleg Brodny, and I am originally from the Ukraine. I'm ordained evangelist, 39 years old. I'm traveling, preaching the gospel about Yeshua HaMashiach with signs and wonders and miracles. I came to United States when I was 25 years ago, when I was 15 years old. When I was 15 years old, I went to church, but I went to church with my friends. Now that was a Christian church. That was the church that they believed, of course they believed in Yeshua HaMashiach. Of course they believed in Ruach HaKadosh, which is the power of, Holy Spirit. So I was sitting in the balcony. And now I know that Jesus appeared. I know, but back then I didn't know. I'm sitting in the balcony and Jesus appeared to me in a white robe. And I was changed like this. So one of the ministers, he ran from the bottom, because we were on the second floor in the balcony. He ran from the bottom and he said, "What happened to you, young man?" He knew God had spoke to him. He knew that something has taken place. And when I came to that service, all my friends, we were just, just kind of, not misbehaving in church, but we were like joking around. But when that thing happened, when I saw it, it's like my scales from my eyes were lifted. I could see it. Nobody told me, hey, you need to believe in Yeshua HaMashiach, you need to do this. I was touched by that solid experience that I've seen. Nobody, had to persuade me to believe in God. Nobody had to really kind of push me to it. No, it was not so. It was the personal touch, personal experience that really changed my life. When I was 15 years old, I quit everything. I quit soccer. People say, wow, how? I quit everything. I totally get, at 15 years old, I'm 39 right now. No turning back. I quit everything. My soccer, when people say, you're making decisions, I said, no, I know what I've seen. I remember. It was a sunny day. I remember this day forever. I remember the church. It was a brick church, brown church, red carpet. There was the reason I didn't sit downstairs because it was packed. I was sitting in the balcony, and I just would like to briefly tell you the image of Yeshua and things like that. What I saw. I was sitting in the balcony, and we were just we were not misbehaving, but we were just joking. And I remember it was a song, and then there was a prayer, and then we were still, we stood up, of course, and we were still. This is what happened. I remember my friend bumping me, but my spirit was when I saw that. First, it was a white man in a robe, and he was standing in the air. I was in a balcony, and I was looking down at the church, and he was standing right there in the air, a little bit up, a little bit, standing right there in the air, standing right there. And I feel, my body feels they're bumping, they're trying to talk, whatever. But it's like my spirit was non-responsive. My spirit was captured by the look of Yeshua. But I remember but I was non-responsive. It was such a magnetic force. It was, like the magnet, two big strong magnets, it's like, pow! That's how it was. When I saw him, I don't remember here, but I remember his eyes. The eyes were so loving, but yet at the same time, they were very piercing. As if when he looked at me, he knew everything. When he looked at me, he knew the depth of my soul, of my spirit. And the funny thing is, I did not say nothing with my mouth, but we were communicating. We were communicating spirit to spirit, but that time I didn't know. I didn't know that. It's like a magnet. Even though we were on a distance, even though we were seeing that, we were communicating spirit to spirit. I knew everything he was saying. He knew everything I was saying, but my mouth didn't move. Mostly people say, oh, accept Yeshua, you need to ask, Yeshua to come to your life. Never happened to me. It was installed in me supernaturally. Yes, I remember little kind of face, it was darker skin, darker pigmentation skin. Here I don't remember. I really don't. There was here, but I don't remember. The eyes, what got to me. It was loving but yet piercing. I mean, one look. I just looked one time. Pow. It was changed. I remember when that image came to me, and I saw for some reason, when that image appeared of Jesus appeared, I saw him from the bottom of his feet. I looked, the bottom feet, oh wow. And the moment my eyesight came towards the head, and I saw, that's why I remember the little skin, and I know there was a hair, but the moment my eyes locked in with his eyes, that was it. I still saw him, but the communication was in that moment, he told me that he loved me, even though he didn't speak his mouth, spirit. In that moment, I told him, hey, I need you. I didn't speak, but it was now I can explain it. Back then, I couldn't explain it. When that minister ran from the bottom to the top of the balcony, he said, young man, what happened to you? I said, I don't know. I just saw, Jesus, Yeshua. I don't know. I didn't know. But when I started at that time, but when you start understanding, and I start praying, reading the Bible, what really, and that's what I'm saying, I'm still to this day trying to process. It's like the computer, you download the program, but still you need to then figure out how the program works. Same thing happened to me. He was downloaded into me. He was like deposited. Latin language, he said, he gave us a deposit. Gift of the Ruach HaKodesh, the gift of the Holy Spirit, it's a deposit. It was like deposited into me. So after my eyes locked with his eyes, I still was looking at him, but it was an exchange of information on a spirit. He said, I love you. And he showed me he died for me. I remember it was like a little film of his crucifixion and all of that. I don't know, maybe it took three minutes, maybe it took 5 minutes, maybe it took 10 minutes, I don't know. Because sometimes the prayers would go long in the church. People would really pray, shikarabara, and thank you, Holy Spirit, all this stuff. People would really, really get it. I don't know how long, I don't know. But I do remember that my friends would keep bumping me. I remember, but I couldn't respond. You see that? I could not respond. It was so powerful. The exchange, it's like he locked my spirit. He locked my spirit inside my body, that my body could not react to anything. That was amazing. That was a most amazing thing and they're like, after that experience, my friend said, don't you remember we were hitting you? I said, I felt it, but I couldn't respond. I could not respond. He told me about his crucifixion. He told me, he told me about his death. I saw the blood. I remember. That's everything when I'm looking at his eyes. But yet I'm seeing like a picture within the picture. Picture within the picture. He said, I love you. His mouth didn't move. But I could still hear as if he was speaking. I could still hear as if he was speaking. And he said, serve me. Give your life to me. And all I remember at that time, I said in Ukrainian, Dobre means good. Okay. You know, like in English. Okay. And it was gone. And then I could move. I mean, but then my spirit was released. But when everything that was gone, when everything, the meeting with Jesus was gone, I could still be there like, didn't you hear we was bumping you? We were bumping you? I said, yeah, I heard, I couldn't respond. But they said, when you look at us, we knew. My friends, they were non-Christian. We knew something happened to you.